All right, we back with another discussion video, and it's this fan story might actually happen to Goku in Dragon Ball. Like this could actually be a canon event that happens for Goku in future projects. This fan story, I mean, it could actually happen. All right, now a couple years ago, there was a story that went mega viral. It was what if Goku was trapped in a hyperbolic time chamber, right? People had what if Goku was betrayed and trapped? What if Goku was actually trapped in a hyperbolic time chamber? What if Goku was betrayed and trapped by Beerus? Now I haven't seen any of these stories, and I'm not gonna lie. When these stories came out, I was low key salty because me and my brother we had come up with this idea back in the day when we used to play Dragon Ball Tenkaichi and they had the What If saga. We were like, oh man, what if he got trapped in there? So I was salty and I never watched any of them. But I have seen other people these works like Carthus Dojo. I seen him do What If Goku was raised to be a god of destruction. That was a cool video. I don't really know Seth the programmer like that. Smug Stick, I liked his What If Goku was raised on Yard Rat. So they have some good content. And this is such a viral, or this is such a popular what if story that even when I typed in on YouTube what if Goku was, the first thing that popped up was what if Goku was trapped in the time chamber, right? And there's another one. Now the reason I say that this fan story might actually happen to Goku in actual Dragon Ball is because of what Goku's character is based off of, which is Sun Wukong. All right, for those of you that don't know, Goku's character is based on Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, right? Yes, Son Goku from Dragon Ball is directly inspired by Sun Wukong, the Monkey King from the 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West. Akira Toriyama created Goku as a modern reimagining of this mythological trickster, incorporating several key similarities, particularly in the early series. Yeah, for those of you, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys know this by now, but yeah, Goku is based on Sun Wukong, right? Check this out, right? The Japanese reading of the kanji Sun Wukong means what? Is Son Goku, right? Origin and features, both are monkey-tailed, right? Wukong's case, a monkey humanoid fighters who are immensely strong and energetic. The power pole, Goku's extended staff, is taken directly from Wukong's Ryu Jingu Bang, which can change size at command. The flying nimbus, Goku's cloud, the Kintoon, is identical to the magical flying cloud used by Wukong. Um, the initial journey, the early Dragon Ball storyline, a quest to find several magic items while accompanied by a group, mirrors the journey of the monk Wanzang, who is protected by Wukong. Um, it says, while Dragon Ball evolved into a unique story, especially during Dragon Ball Z, the foundational influence of Journey to the West remains a key aspect of Goku's character. And you guys might be wondering, like, what the hell does any of this have to do with him getting trapped in the time chamber? Well, the reason why this fan story could actually be canon for Goku is because just like how he was based off Wukong, well, one of the things that happened to Sun Wukong is that he got trapped, right? Sun Wukong was trapped by the Buddha after Wukong's rebellious rampage against heaven, in which he ate the peaches of immortality, drank the elixir of life, and defeated the heavenly armies, declaring himself great sage equal to heaven. Right? So Wukong was trapped, and he was trapped for 500 years, sometimes 600 depending on the tale. All right, which he fed on iron pellets and molten copper to ensure he suffered for his arrogance. So, in the same way that Sun Wukong was trapped, they could easily do this to Goku's character because, once again, Goku is based off of Sun Wukong. So, if they want to get another similarity to their stories, they could easily go with him getting trapped. Now he doesn't have to get trapped in hyperbolic time chamber per se. He can get trapped in however they would want to do it. But it's definitely a possibility, and that's why I'm saying that it could be more than a fan story. All they have to do is choose to also include this part from Journey to the West. Now they could do it a lot of ways. Beerus could trap him. Zeno could trap him, or maybe King Kai. Maybe King Kai wants to get his get back. Because Goku, uh, sent sail to his planet and took his life. I know, I'd still be mad about it. I ain't gonna lie. So they could for sure do it like that. But like I said, you could do it a lot of different ways. But, and the thing is, let's go back to here real quick. You see how I said that Wukong ate the pieces of immortality and drank the elixir of life? They could make it to where, in some way, it could be through the Dragon Balls or some other way, Goku gets immortality or eternal life, and then he gets trapped for 500 years or however long they want to trap him. They could easily do that to him like they did the Monkey King. Now, do I think that now? If I'm being honest, do I think they would do this to him? No, I don't. I don't, because I don't think that's really the direction they're going with the story. But I don't really know. You know, Akira Toriyama's he's now deceased. Rest in peace to Akira Toriyama. So I don't really know what would happen, what the future holds for Dragon Ball. But trying to think of what I could put on how this story could go. I'm not really going to go into the story itself because I could make a video if that's something you guys want to say on like my version of how it would happen. But you know, I guess Beerus, the reason he would have the incentive of trapping Goku is because Goku is a wild card, and he might say something out of pocket to Zeno and get their whole universe erased. Zeno, I don't really see him doing it to Goku unless Zeno. Unless Zeno has like a transformation form that becomes more serious that hasn't been revealed yet, which could be the case. I don't know. And then he locks Goku away, or Goku does something crazy. I don't know how you could do it. I just thought that this was an interesting discussion. You know, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments as usual. But this could for sure be a story that they choose to make canon. And also, I'd like to ask you guys, what would you think Goku would be like after 500 years trapped? You know, because after you be trapped 500 years, I mean, everybody he would know presumably would be gone. You know, everybody would be gone. They'd have been perished from old age. His family, his kids, you know, his grandkids even. You know, even though it would be interesting to see if one of his friends from his past life, rather, not friends, but somebody he knows from his past life, rather be friends like Piccolo or Vegeta or maybe even Frieza, has become the new god of destruction within that 500-year period. That would be a cool thing. Or maybe someone else that we don't know, like Oob or someone, you know, become the god of destruction. And then the thing would be, what would be his journey? You know, what would happen? There's a lot of questions that I have on how that would happen and what they could do. There's a lot of things they could do with that story. But this is just an idea I had, another discussion video. I'm interested to see what you guys think about this fan story actually becoming canon for Dragon Ball, because it could be, based on who he's based off of, which is Sun Wukong. So, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.